What's good, people? You're tuned into the City of Liverpool online radio station. This is Royzy We're in LIMF. We've just been speaking to Stretch Armstrong. We've got guys like Tony Lawson coming up, Rich Quick, many more, so stay tuned. Peace. What's good, people? Tuned into the City of Liverpool online radio station with Royzy Got my mate here as well, Andrea. You're asking a few questions. More importantly, I've got my guy, goes by the name of TL. If you're big in the Liverpool hip-hop scene, you know who this guy is. Obviously, if you're not big as well, you know who this guy is anyway, you know what I'm saying. But obviously, we've got Tony here. I want to speak to him about his new project. He's just said to me before, he's got a new album coming out. So, obviously, when's the album coming out?
Still work in progress at the moment. Hopefully this year there'll be an album out with a guy called Ill-Informed, which will be coming out on Blah Records. I've been working on a project for a while now, but now I'm off work. I've got 6 weeks to just get it done and get it out. So hopefully maybe September I'll have a new album out, a new project out.
September. September, October time, new album. What's it called? Have you got?
I haven't got a name yet.
No name yet, but I'm sure it's going to be fire. You know what I'm saying? But any collabs on this new album?
Obviously I'll be collabing with a couple of Blah lads on the album and stuff like that, and I was, you know, there's a lad that might be doing stuff with like Prefects and Juvie as well, looking to work with Prefects and Juvie on a couple of things. So just it's gonna be a small album, but then I'm looking to do another project with Recluse as well. After that, the fellow who did my first album, Broke as Fuck, and the other he paid money in the bag. So I've got a few things in the pipeline. Yeah.
Sick. Obviously, well, what's some of the songs that you've got down already? Like, can we have an idea just to give people, you know, like, to look out for it?
Well, everyone knows that I'm the best drunk rapper in Liverpool, and no one can mess with me. No one. Like, I can go out, host an event, and then fall over after it, which is great. So it's all a bit of comedy. I live up to the character. Like, but some of the songs are about drinking, some is about politics, some is about life, just like things I've seen and I've seen other people go through, so I can get deep on some tracks, but I also like a little bit of humour, you know, make people laugh, bit of storytelling, a bit of everything really.
Sick. So where can we see, you know, like obviously where's the next festivals, events that you're performing on?
The next thing I will be doing will be hopefully when my album's done. So what I'm looking to do is I'll have an agent soon. Well, I've got an agent in standby, so when my new album's out, I'll be getting bookings for my new album and plus my old stuff, and hopefully it'll be outside in Liverpool, but more outside Liverpool. I want to get out. I want to do all the festivals next year, every hip hop festival. But again, that'll be down to not me getting on the phone saying can I have a gig. It'll be like agents booking me professionally,
you going here,
getting paid properly and being treated as a professional. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I want you all to listen to what the guy's saying. Obviously, he's been in the game a long time, and he's just been saying that you need to get out of Liverpool to get more exposure. So if you're a new artist, you're an artist who's been doing a little while, obviously start looking at getting out of the city. You know, spread your wings, get your fan base up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to pass over to my mate Andrea. She's going to ask a couple of questions.
So Tony, why are you doing what you're doing? Like, what inspired you to be a music artist?
It started when I was a kid in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
In Liverpool, the only things you did was football or boxing, and Liverpool was, when we were kids, Liverpool was poor. There was like hardly any work, so people were struggling. So you'd had to entertain kids. There's no big Xboxes or computers. You'd be outside doing something. So it was either football or boxing. But then when a lot of kids around Liverpool heard like electro music, like Africa Bambaataa, Planet Rock and stuff like that, and all the electro tunes, everyone wanted to breakdance. So when I was a kid, believe it or not, I used to be able to breakdance properly,
B-boy.
And I was in a
B-boy in the building.
I was a B-boy, do you know what I mean? Back then, I'm not now, no chance. Can't do nothing now. But
I'd like to see that, lad.
I'll find some footage one day, but I could do it, and that was my passion. So even to this day, when I hear electro music, I'm like, Al Nafish, Release Yourself, all tunes like that, I get flashbacks, I get chills, because that was my music, I loved it. But then from that, because it was the elements, I've obviously seen graffiti getting done everywhere. It's like the hip-hop culture was part of your life, and I always had a passion for it. So when I started writing lyrics, I thought, hang on a minute, I can write a bit here. And then from then, I'd like the challenge of putting a beat on and see what you can make up. You know what I mean? Because I know Toucan was talking about like hip-hop being a kid's thing when you're young, so you're just experimenting. Well, I was experimenting with just trying to make stuff up the top of my head. Sometimes it was rubbish, but sometimes you get them lines that were like...
That's how you start off, isn't it? You've got to start somewhere and keep on improving and improving.
So it's from b-boying to MCing. Obviously, when I'm in my job, we do like get the kids to put their name on the wall with graffiti and pens and stuff. So I put that graffiti elements in. But then with beatboxing, I love getting on the beatbox and letting MCs spit over the beatbox. So I'm trying to do the elements. The only elements I wouldn't even touch is DJing. For me, DJing is, you've got to be on
You're
it.
not passionate. If you're not passionate about something,
It's not
you're
that, I'm just lazy.
interested.
I just couldn't be bothered standing there for 2 hours playing tunes. I'd rather just do an half an hour set, smash it and get off, do you know what I mean? That's it.
So Tony, I'd like to ask you, why are you here today at LIMF?
Because, you know, it's Stretch Armstrong, it's Clark Kent, it's DJ Two Kind, it's No Faking, and it's like, these are people I've known for time, like hip hop heads for time, and it's like, we all love it, and what was brilliant about it is I had to come and see the Two Kind's done an intimate setting before where he got like a Liverpool hip hop history where people have just discuss and have an audience asking questions, which I think is great. So that setting's work now on an international scale, and it was just amazing to see them guys who were legends doing the thing, talking to one of our legends and just discussing it, you know, what we all love, which is hip hop music and culture, and keeping it positive. So that's why I'm here, and hopefully tonight I'm going to be watching the Slick Rick, the Jungle Brothers, and all the DJs who are just going to smash it. So good vibes,
Wait, there, before we tune out or do anything, I just want to say, go onto YouTube, check my guy out. He goes on YouTube, his name's TL, but on YouTube it's Tony Bro.
Blah Records.
Blah Records. Go check the song out, get Lifted Kid by Tony Bro.
Defo.
Yes, and we out. What's good, people? You're tuned into the City of Liverpool online radio station. This is Royzy Rothschild. I've got my guy here, goes by the name of Rich Quick. Yes, Rich Quick. Obviously he's travelled all the way from Philly to be here. Obviously not here today, but he's on his UK tour at the minute. So tell us a little bit about the tour so far, because I know you still got 3 dates left.
Got 3 dates left. The tour so far has been dope. It's my 3rd time here. I'm starting to get my bearings on where I'm at. You know what I mean? I'm starting to understand what's going on. But the tour thus far, this particular tour has been dope, but every UK tour, like, you know, we raised the bar, so I'm happy to be here once again.
Smashing. Well, anyway, this guy obviously he performed in Liverpool last night. He's performed today at LIMF, but he performed last night in Barley and Beans on Hatton Gardens. Obviously headlined the show. For me, obviously I booked the guy. How was the show? Did you enjoy yourself?
Show is dope. Liverpool got a great hip hop scene. There was a lot of dope artists that came out. A lot of people came out to support. You know what I mean? And the way the game is set up right now, like, that's what it's all about. So Liverpool always gets love from Rich Quick. You already know.
Okay. So where you going now, Rich? What's the next? Where you heading now? I know you've done Plymouth. Is it Plymouth or Portsmouth?
I did Portsmouth,
yeah.
Birmingham, and Telford, and of course Liverpool. And then I still have Dudley, Ipswich, and Coventry.
Six.
So we out here.
Are you working on anything while you're over there? I know you're working with one of my favourite DJs, DJ Trickster. Shout out to Beats and Bars crew, yeah?
Shouts out to the Beats and Bars crew. Shouts out to Trickster. We got a crazy mix. The mixtape is so crazy. It's my next mixtape. My next official mixtape is with DJ Trickster. It's like a UK release. So you know it's going to be fire, flames. Rapping over a couple, you know, UK classics. Inserting a little flavor into the game real fast, you know what I mean? So I'm really looking forward to that. And I've also been working on an EP with my man Stankfoot and our homies back home. Real organic sound, live instrumentations and things like that. New music is on the way, that's all I can say.
Well, I just want to throw this in, I'm going to switch it from the music now. What's the food like here? What's the food like? Is the food different here from what it is in the States?
It's different, like all right, so like certain things are not my favorite things to eat in the UK, right? And some of them are things that people regularly eat. But I will say that you know, the Asian food out here is spectacular. We don't really have too many of those sort of restaurants back home. Jamaican food out here is crazy. Also fast food in the UK is way better than fast food in the States. Like it's way more real than the food that you know we get.
I won't eat fast food. I won't eat any fast food. No fast food.
I don't blame you. Yeah, I don't blame you. But sometimes when you touring and you know what I'm saying, you on the road, like you be having to swing by a KFC real fast. And you know what I mean?
But one last question. Because obviously Rich is busy. He's got to go. You did Liverpool last night. Did the show in Liverpool. There was 15 artists that performed on there to support you. Anyone there that you thought was sick?
Yeah, like there was so many dope artists. Like for me to sit here and call out names, especially not being familiar with everybody that rocked. Jazzy killed it. You know, my Falcone is my man. You know, we all go back. JR, crazy. You know what I mean? It was dope. Shouts out to everybody that rocked last night.
Alright, so obviously this is Rich Quick. Go check him out. Go add him on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. That's me boy. Yes.
Yeah.
What's good, people? It's the City of Liverpool online radio station. You're tuned into Royzy Rothschild. I got the brothers of all brothers, the Jungle Brothers.
JB.
Brothers of all brothers, Jungle Brothers in the building. Obviously, just going to ask them a couple of questions. Not too hard, we're going to keep it simple for them. First one, obviously, everyone wants to know, how did you form the group?
Formed it in the jungle.
The urban jungle of New York City.
No doubt.
Mike and I went to high school together.
Yeah, we went to high school together. Sweet Daddy used to DJ for us on the block. And when we started doing talent shows in high school, we just kept going, started making demos at Bam's house, and kept moving along.
Sick. I'm feeling that. That's how we all start, know what I'm saying? But another thing as well, my favourite song is obviously I Got It Like That. But I want to know what your favourite song that you've done.
Well, for that album, my favorite was On the Run.
On the Run.
For that album, my favorite was Straight Out the Jungle.
Straight Out the Jungle. Feeling that Straight Out the Jungle, people know what I'm saying?
The album track.
Yeah.
Right. Obviously, one thing I need to ask you is any new projects coming out? Obviously, I know you're on tour, you're performing all the time, but is there any new music coming out? Are you working on anything?
Yeah, we're working on a new album now, looking at the top of 2018.
2018.
Yeah. Look for it. Want to drop it?
You got a name for it?
Well, we're going
We might keep that undercover for right now.
So we're going top secret from the Jungle Brothers. Okay. Right. Obviously, everyone's made up that they're here at LIMF today. Smashed the set, 6 sets, yeah. But I just want to know, like, how you feeling Liverpool? Do you like Liverpool? Have you enjoyed being here so far?
Yeah.
Liverpool's a great place to party.
No doubt.
Every time we come here, the people are good, you know, the music is good. People are out everywhere having a nice time.
No doubt. Last time we was here, we had a great time. Yep.
Smashing. So obviously Liverpool, big city at the minute for hip hop. These guys are all hip hop, know what I'm saying? Right, last question. Busy guys, I don't want to keep you here all day, know what I'm saying? Right, what was it like working with De La Soul, obviously Tribe Called Quest, and being in the Native Tongue collection?
It was good. I mean, it was the early days. We had a lot of fun, learned a lot, and, you know, we're just fortunate to keep going, you know what I'm saying, and bringing it. And, you know, good to see they still rocking. And, you know, we all still out here doing what musicians and lovers of music and hip-hop in general are supposed to do. Show longevity and have a good time.
And the party keeps going.
No doubt.
The party keeps going, doesn't it?
No
Keep
doubt.
partying, yeah.
The party keeps going.
You can't understand what I'm saying, can you?
The party keeps going. It's either way, party or posse. It keeps going.
It's the Scouse accent.
No, I'm picking up what you're saying.
Nice one. So obviously this is the Jungle Brothers, smashed the set at LIMF. Obviously big thank you to the guys for coming on the radio, and thank you very much, boys.
No problem.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for having us, man.
Cheers,
Thank you
mate.
very
Y'all
much.
again. Peace. Liverpool,
Get
stay
my
up.
cuppa now. Let's get one photo.